What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another SummerSlam Rewind video. As you all know, this entire month I am going back and watching every single SummerSlam. But of course, Blue Chew wants to sponsor your SummerSlam. Blue Chew is the chewable tablet that helps you have better sex. So make sure to check out the link in the description box below for more information. But now, let's go ahead and jump into SummerSlam 2016. So here's the deal, guys. I'm going to start off with the topic that I cannot wait to discuss on here right off the bat, and that is the main event match and the closing of the show with Brock Lesnar defeating Randy Orton. So the reason why I want to talk about this match is because, by goodness, I don't even know how to describe it, guys. Watching this match, how it ended back then, was very, very hard to watch. Rewatching it again, I honestly think it got worse. I feel like it got worse rewatching the ending of this match. But before we get to the ending, let's talk about what went down, what was going on with this. So first of all, this was the first time having Brock and Randy in a match against each other on a pay-per-view. They had only had one televised match prior on a SmackDown, but that was all the way back in 2002. Both of these guys were both part of the same OVW class with Brock, Randy, Batista, John Cena, Shelton Benjamin. And this match was honestly, it was really good. I mean, of course, you see Brock implement Suplex City. I mean, this was a really good back and forth, some table spots on the outside, all of that. But what we need to get to is the finish. Here we go, guys. And keep in mind, I'm showing the not so gruesome photos on here. Dang. All right. So where the hell do I even begin? So I don't know why, but they agreed to do shoot elbows to the head of Randy Orton, and Randy takes them. Shoot elbows, guys. So in this photo, you cannot see because I chose the nice photo. Well, actually, it was the only photo WWE had that showed this, but within, I think, like by the third shoot elbow that Brock gave Randy, Randy is gushing, and I mean gushing, blood out of his freaking head, guys. Now, taking shoot elbows from anybody is already like, what the hell, are you effing crazy? Now, taking them from Brock freaking Lesnar, are you insane? Brock wins via a technical knockout, guys, but everybody, like, people almost didn't even know how to react because you literally see Randy in a pool of his blood surrounding his head. It's like watching a murder. Literally, it's like watching a murder almost unfold. Brock gets him with so many, stops, goes back, stops again, and goes back to Randy to give him more shots to the freaking head. And I felt horrible watching this. And of course, everything we know now about like CTE and stuff like that, this was probably one of the dumbest, most dangerous things ever that we have seen. And it was just, I mean, we do see Shane McMahon come out and try to stop it, blah, blah, blah. He gets him with an F5. No one cares, guys. Everyone's too focused on what the hell went down with Randy Orton. I wonder, I don't even think, real talk, I don't even think Randy knew where he was at during this moment. I think at this point, having taken so many legit shots to the head, I don't even think he knew where he was at or what the hell was going on. Again, it was hard to watch then. It's even harder to watch now. And what's crazy too is that there really wasn't any follow-up to this. So it almost feels like there really wasn't any purpose, because I think about what happened afterwards with Brock. Afterwards, I think with Survivor Series that year, Goldberg came out and squashes Brock. So honestly, guys, like, what was the purpose of this here, of Randy taking shoot elbows to the freaking head? And if you've never seen this, I almost don't want to recommend that you go back and watch this. I don't want to recommend it. However, just to prove my freaking point about how silly it was, if you haven't seen it, please go back and watch it just so you can, but at the same time, don't. Do, but don't. I don't know. I'm just trying to prove my point here. It was really bad, guys. It was really, really bad, and I hope to never see anything like that ever again. So that was really the first thing that I wanted to talk about on the show, because it just left such an impact on me when I first watched it. And I had kind of forgotten because I hadn't seen it in years. But yeah, going back and watching it, I felt kind of sick watching it. I really, really did. Now, a match that I did not feel sick to my stomach watching. In fact, I was filled with joy watching this match. Here we go. I want to talk about AJ Styles versus John Cena. And please allow me to put this match over for the next few minutes, because I loved this match. So, this wasn't, let me rephrase this. Like, I wouldn't say this was like a spectacular match like this, but the way that they worked this match is what made me love and appreciate it so much. So let me break down why. So first of all, the OC had helped AJ Styles beat John Cena at Money in the Bank, and AJ wants to know why John Cena is still in the WWE with everything else he has going on. John Cena talks about how he loves the WWE and the fans, and that's why he does Hollywood. He had a really good line where he had told AJ Styles, I'm here out of love. What the hell are you doing here? I thought that was a really great line. And the only thing awful about this, by the way, was AJ Styles' hair, because it wasn't short enough to be cute and it wasn't long enough to look like nice. So I really hated AJ Styles' hair here, but whatever. That's not really a big deal. But this crowd is super hot for this match. They're like 50-50. And the reason why I liked it was the layout of the match, because they kept the crowd so engaged by not doing long heat periods. It's a match where both guys are equally matched, but it does not look choreographed. There's no rest holds at all, and we literally see each guy sort of take turns on offense. A lot of back and forth, man. Eventually, we do see AJ Styles win after he hits the Styles Clash and the phenomenal forearm, and he wins. And this was really freaking awesome to see, because again, I don't really feel like we really see these kinds of matches anymore like this. Like, I don't know. I just really feel like the way that they did it again with those, none of those like long heat periods, no rest holds, it really just made this match feel special. And the crowd was so freaking into it again because of the way that they laid out this match. It was awesome. Please go back and watch it if you decide to do so. And the other match that I want to almost compare this one to, but we're also going to get into a deeper topic here, and that is the match that we saw between Finn Balor and Seth Rollins for the inaugural WWE Universal Championship. So just to compare it really quickly to John Cena and AJ Styles, it did not. I really did not like how long Seth Rollins' heat period was on Finn Balor. I kind of felt like the crowd lost a little bit of interest when we saw that, and it kind of took away from the match. So again, the crowd was nowhere near as hot for this match as they were for John Cena and AJ Styles, again, because of the layout of the match. But that's not even the topic that I want to focus on for this match. I want to focus on a different topic, and this is what we need to look at here. So this is unfortunately the match where Finn Balor injured his shoulder. And so even though you see him become the inaugural WWE Universal Championship, he had to relinquish the title the next day. So this is very freaking unfortunate, because who knows how different Finn Balor's career would have gone in WWE had he not gotten injured in this matchup here. He gets injured when Seth Rollins power bombs him onto the barricade. And also the year prior, Seth Rollins had buckle bombed Sting, which caused him whiplash on his neck. So it was kind of like a similar situation. But anyways, specifically speaking for Finn Balor here, like, it really sucks to know that he got injured in the match where he won the Universal Championship. And I felt bad for Finn, because, I mean, Vince McMahon, like, never saw him the same again. Like, he never pushed him properly. And to this day, like, we have not seen Finn Balor go on to become, you know, a champion ever again like that. I mean, he's won the NXT Championship 2 times before, and then even later on in his career, the Intercontinental Championship, the United States title, several tag team titles, all of that, cool. But this was his one and only opportunity as Universal Champion, and it really sucks that that's the way that it played out for him. And so, yeah, I feel really bad, and that was what I kept thinking about during this entire matchup, was how differently things would have gone had we actually been able to see a championship reign for Finn Balor had he not gotten hurt. And this was also when he won. He was the first wrestler to win his pay-per-view debut match, to win a title on his pay-per-view debut. So shout out to Finn. He will always have that moment. And this made me want to see Finn Balor, by the way, somehow, some way, as a future world heavyweight champion, because I feel like we need to get a Finn Balor reign for sure as champion, especially after seeing this. I just felt so crummy about it. So anyways, some love over to Finn Balor, guys, because that was a really awesome moment in his career that unfortunately just ended too soon. Those were really the biggest things that I wanted to talk about, but really quickly, I do want to highlight 2 other things. And the other things that I wanted to highlight on this show is the Charlotte Sasha Banks match for the WWE Women's Championship. And the reason I wanted to speak about this one specifically was because I feel like so far this has been, at this point in time in 2016, this was the best SummerSlam women's match that we had seen, in my opinion. I thought that Charlotte and Sasha freaking killed it. I loved the finish of the match, where Sasha locks in the bank statement, but Charlotte ends up freaking countering that, pulls her leg, and gets the pin on Sasha Banks. So she kind of got robbed here, but it was she got robbed, but to a certain extent she did it. It was just Charlotte, found a really clever way and she won the match, It was a creative finish with a good match. And obviously we're starting to see things change for the women moving forward. So shout out to them, because I did like this match. The other match that I did want to talk about briefly too was Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens defeating Enzo, Amore, and Big Cass. And the big things that I wanted to point out was, one, of course, I love the Jericho Kevin Owens storyline. All of the stuff that they did was great with the festival of friendship. There you go. And I also was a big fan of Enzo and Big Cass. I used to be such a huge fan of them because I just thought they were comedy gold. And the other thing that I was thinking about while watching this match was, who would have thought that several years later, Jericho and Big Cass would be in the learning tree in something that I'm not interested in, but hey, whatever. That's neither here nor now, but I was thinking about that while I was watching this matchup here. But I did like Jericho. Anyways, Jericho and Kevin Owens, they got the win in this match. For best match, I'm going to give it to John Cena versus AJ Styles, because I just really liked the layout of this match. Worst match, unfortunately, I got to give it to Apollo Crews and The Miz. Just didn't really feel it whatsoever. All right, and as for the rating of the show, I do have to give it a 9, primarily because I did enjoy that AJ Styles John Cena match. I did enjoy Charlotte and Sasha Banks. I thought that the Finn Balor Seth Rollins match was okay. It was primarily the moment of Finn Balor winning that, put some points over. The Brock Lesnar Randy Orton match was good, minus the finish I did not like. So there you go, guys. I had to give it a rating of 9. But that's a wrap for SummerSlam 2016. Let me know what you guys thought about it in the comments section below. How you guys felt about what we saw unfold and some of the topics that I touched on. And then also, before I head out, do not forget to check out some of my previous videos. I have been posting videos every single day this month, so you can literally pick whichever SummerSlam you're interested in and check those out. And again, I should be done with this by the end of the month. Alrighty, everyone. Thank you guys as always for your support. I hope you guys have an awesome day and catch you guys on the next one. Bye.